Welcome back to This or That with Kobe and Jatt. We have 6 slides today that we've never seen before, and I guarantee it will be more entertaining and useful than the 4 tiebreaker games we played on Monday.
Because the tiebreaker games ended up as the power ranking.
It was literally just the pre-seed anyway.
Yeah.
They're actually entertaining. It'll be more useful though from the tiebreaker games. First slide on This or That with Kobe and Jatt. Bigger skill gap. Demonte versus Bjergsen or Dardoch versus Grigg.
Ooh.
We talked about this matchup a lot actually on the dive. Kobe, what's your answer?
These are the 2 ones that we brought up actually, because Grigg, while he has been great at landing smites for TSM, you know, all the Baron steals, securing objectives, he has had a decent amount of wasted time in the early game, especially, and Dardoch has punished that very heavily against people this split.
And on the other side, if you think 14 kill Akali Bjergsen versus Demonte, you think, wow, that's completely one-sided. But then you also have the rest of the split where he was just kind of this passive laner who didn't roam. And it's so hard to know which Bjergsen and which Dardoch is gonna show up. Is it gonna be the really active Bjergsen, or is it gonna be the feeding Dardoch, right? The potential of the bigger skill gap, I think I'm going with Bjergsen, but
I went with this one on the dive. I'm going with this one again. I think there's a huge jungle mismatch here. Whereas Demonte has actually had some pretty good Syndra games. So, you know, depending on what champion select goes like. Plus, in the next patch for playoffs, there's going to be less damage from runes. Some of the assassins are getting nerfed.
This is really exciting.
So I go this one.
I'm going to go with this.
I mean that.
I'm going to disagree with you. You
Next
can't even
slide.
get your words right.
Next
I'm 1 for
slide,
0.
number 2. More disappointing second half. 100 Thieves or Echo Fox. Why is CLG and Golden Guardians not up there? Because those are the ones
just too disappointing.
Lost
like,
all
this
of
is still a
their
happy
games.
show. We're not. You can't
Well,
lose every game.
out of the winners here that are going to playoffs, which one was more disappointing? I think if you speak from the individual perspective of someone like Huni, probably Echo Fox, because I know he's not happy with you know, his play and how it's gone.
Yeah, it's weird. In order to be disappointing, you have to compare it against the expectations of the team. And I think when 100 Thieves in the second half traded away Meteos for Anda, a lot of people were expecting them to do poorly, and they finished 3rd, which I think is actually kind of good. Whereas this Echo Fox team was in contention for a playoff bye when they made their change and ended up finishing 4th. So I would say Echo Fox was more disappointing, especially when we were considering the ceiling for this team and how much people were potentially hyping them. So I'm going this.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you here for Echo Fox, because this is a new organization that placed 2nd in spring and 3rd in summer. I don't think it's disappointing.
All right, slide number 3 on This or That. Better team, the newcomers or the veterans?
Ooh.
These 5. This might take a little bit for us to digest. We're gonna do this right now. Dokla, Glabber, Demonte, Lost, Azazel versus Darshan, Smithy, Pobelter, Walter. Ooh, that's a good veteran team, actually.
This is a good rookie team.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they could have made this a little bit better. Like, would Licorice also count as a newcomer?
They put some really good players on veterans here, like Smithy and Afro. I think veterans is better. I'm thinking about.
Actually, this is definitely better.
Yeah, Smithy is too solid. Pobelter's always a rock. Like Aframu's arguably the best support in the history of the NLCS. They could have toned it down a little.
I think they could have put better newcomers on the newcomer slide, actually, even.
Who?
Licorice.
This
year.
Yeah, I guess technically.
If you're counting that as newcomer.
That would have changed the
Anyway, we both choose that. Slide
it's an
number
interesting
3.
question. If we go in depth, it'll be like a 42-minute episode of This or That, and we'll call it the dive. But let's get to slide number 4. Feels worse.
Wait, is that not 3?
This is 4.
I miscounted.
Keep track. Golden Guardians coming last again, or COG missing playoffs again.
This is the slide that I thought the last one was going to be.
I thought it was a happy show. It's not.
Turns out. Here we go. Feels worse? Oh, man. I know the Golden Guardians not being able to end on a win feels worse for those players. COG, they did make a couple roster swaps at the end, and at least they got to end on some wins, so I'm going to go with Golden Guardians.
Is worse because they lost 9 games in a row. But they don't have any history. COG has a history of making playoffs.
That's a long time ago.
2017?
That's a long time ago.
Multiple times? I think it's COG missing playoffs for the first 2 times in their history. I mean, technically, Golden Guardians also missed for the first 2 times in their history. They just had no precedent of making it.
They won. I mean, they lost like every single one of their last games.
It doesn't say Golden Guardians coming, like losing the last 9 games. It says, both are bad. But I think COG feels worse because the expectation.
I go this.
All right, that
slide.
number 5 threw me off. What's the worst teammate? Fed and toxic or feeding and friendly?
Fed and toxic to me. Because if they're being toxic to you, a lot of the times, even if you're doing well, I'm like, I don't feel like I want this person to win anyway.
Yeah, well also
just-
like, okay, they're not going to be toxic if the game is going well.
Yeah.
Usually. So like, I will take a fed teammate over a feeding teammate, but the combination of fed and toxic usually shows the overall state of the game. And like friendly and feeding, you have a chance of coming back as well because the positivity on the team.
That's a good point. If they are fed and toxic, it means they're the only person doing well on the team, probably.
Usually.
And they're flaming you for doing bad
Which
when
is
you're already
awful.
in a bad situation.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely worse.
Yeah, and then I'm also doing bad in that game, so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
feels bad. Where if it's a feeding friendly dude, I can be like, yeah,
Yeah.
bud, I'll carry you. It's just a way better.
It's
feeling
hard for me to
overall.
get mad at people if they're doing bad, if they're like, oh, sorry, guys, I'm really trying over
Yeah.
here, you know? So
Yeah.
I'd definitely go this.
Yeah, that is definitely worse. Final slide of this or that.
Who can't get their words right? You just said the other one now.
Worse Reddit analysts. Fire Reaper or bench Bjergsen. Both of these things were conversations this split. Cloud9 started in last place. Everyone saw Faker was benched for Piri, and they're thinking, where's Blaze Olive, guys?
Yeah,
What's worse?
I feel like this one is worse with Reaper because not only did they make the run from 10th up to 2nd place, but their roster is so stock full of talent. They're heading into playoffs with 7 strong players, not just 5.
Yeah, this is probably too much of a hypothetical, but you know how they finished the first half like 3-6? If they had finished the split 6-12, then I'd say that would actually be more correct Reddit
Yeah.
analysis, but that didn't happen, right? So I think you would only let go of a coach like Reaper really late into the season if
This
everything
is also
didn't pan
not
out.
good analysis.
Yeah, you don't bench the
Quite
4-time
clearly.
MVP because he's like middle of the pack for half the split.
He's still Bjergsen.
Yeah, and he's still going to be able to turn it back on. It's tough, but I'm going to say this was the worst one.
Next slide.
Okay, Kobe, what's the next slide? It's
The last
over.
one.
It's over. We
This
did
is a
6.
slide right here.
Okay, is it this or that?
Yeah.
Which one?
So this is the show. This or
Which
that.
one do you pick more often?
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Off the top of
Are
my
you
head.
side biased?
Off the top of my head, I'd probably say that because it's closer to me.
That
but
could, if that's true, then this show loses all credibility. If I'm this and you're that.
it doesn't lose all credibility. It could just be a coincidence.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. Playoffs start this coming week on Saturday and Sunday with the matchups we talked about.
Come join us.
And it's gonna be exciting.